There's often times where things will happen and we can always find the problem. At the same time we can find a problem, we can always also find an opportunity within that problem. It's said that wisdom is just going through experiences and taking the lessons from them and applying them so that your future days beyond that experience are better. So, a glass half full approach allows us to see the opportunity in the circumstance to gain a benefit from whatever we go through. Now, some things are very, very hard, they're very challenging, but one thing that I really try to exercise on a daily basis is what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? If I can't change the presented outcome, if it's out of my control, the least I can do is try to gain something from it, try to learn something from it, try to grow from it. And I talk to a lot of people, and I know you have as well. And we kind of label that type of mentality as being a negative mindset, glass half empty a lot of the times. Right now, I'm sitting outside and I'm enjoying nature. I'm staring at the water. I'm listening to the birds, listening to the noises of the animals that are in the water. I'm feeling the wind on my face. I'm watching the leaves move about and rustle. I'm looking at the bushes bend. And glass half empty approach would be, golly, that breeze is a little chillier than I would like it. Or it's a little noisy because of the background from the road and the highway that's not too far off in the distance. I wish it was quieter. Or it's an awful lot of spider webs flying around. It's an awful lot of little insects buzzing around that can potentially be agitating. But with that mindset, it's taking me away from appreciating what is great about being outside. The sun is shining. I'm having an opportunity to receive some vitamin D and to breathe fresh air. I'm out in nature. It's very calming. I'm around other beings, looking at ducks and these animals swimming about. It's beautiful out here. It can be very healing being outside, very serene. It's an opportunity to get away from it all. In such a busy, busy world that we live in, I think it's a benefit to be able to get away from it all at times. And so the glass half full is that, wow, how amazing it is to be out here and to have the time to come out and enjoy, and to make the time to come out and enjoy and to witness life at its highest, which is creative expression, trees, grass, water, insects, animals, beings, oxygen, wind, sun, beauty. We live in art. We are art. And so learning how to appreciate the art that we are all a part of, as well as being thankful to the artist, whoever that is that you believe it to be. Being thankful for the artist, that we are able to express ourselves through this experience that we call life. That in itself is worthy of gratitude. That in itself is worthy of praise. That in itself deserves a moment to just absorb and think and be conscious of the fact that we, in our own right, are a gift. Outside of the realities of some of the challenges that come with this experience of life that we all have the opportunity to feel. Outside of that, glass half full. And what I ask you is, glass half full, glass half empty. What feels better? Which one feels better? There's an alternative perspective that sometimes looking at the glass half empty is a more realistic approach and equips you in a better mindset in order to handle challenges that present themselves because we're calling it like it is. And I challenge you to understand what I'm saying is not that you want to be unrealistic and not call things like they are, but it's being able to adjust the scope, changing the filter, so to speak. It may be the same image, it may be the same experience, it may be the same circumstance, it may be the same happening of life that we're going through, but if we can change the filter so that certain things are felt, certain things are expressed, certain things are highlighted that are a little bit more pleasing to the way in which that we see that image, to the way in which that we go through that challenging time, to the way in which that we experience that moment, if we can change the filter to how we view it, it creates a better experience of life. And that's what all this is about, better days. So if you're tuning in, first off, thank you. You're my type of people. The type of people who like to have conversations that matter, who like to challenge our mindsets, who like to grow, who like to feel good, always. Not to say you're in a bad state and you want to feel better, not to say you're in a great state, but just to say you just want to feel good. You want to maintain a homeostasis of enjoyment. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. I hope you like the content. I ask myself this, and this is one of the questions that I ask about life. How can we enjoy it more? If it's limited, right? If this life is truly limited, how can we learn to enjoy it more? Doing the things that we have to do regardless. I ask myself that a lot. I'm like, man, if we have to do these things regardless, there's certain things that we have to do no matter what. What is the use or the benefit of taking an approach of angst, tightness, resistance, stress, pressure? What is the use of that? How can we learn how to approach life and approach the things that we have to do that we cannot avoid in a better way in which we can create more enjoyment for the doing of it, not just the receiving of the outcome, but of the doing of the process? Because one thing that I look at is we got 24 hours that we've established in this day, 24 hours that we cannot get back. The previous moments, we cannot rewind time and go back and get those. And so this time is precious. I challenge myself not to ever forget how precious this time is and to not take it for granted. This time that we have right now is so precious. It's worth feeling. You know what's interesting? I had to change my mentality. I used to say, man, these days are flying by. And then you turn around and you say, man, it was a long day today. It was a long week. It's been a long month. It's been a long year. It's been a long, or it's been a short. It's been a short. It's been a short. And I'm like, hey, we got to pick one or the other that we're going to actually appreciate. Either we're going to appreciate being productive and mentally occupied to the point to where it feels like time is flying by. They say, hey, time flies when you're having fun. That's because you're mentally occupied in what you're doing. You're present in what you're doing. Or we're going to find an appreciation for the fact that we were able to experience time a little bit slower. For whatever reason, it felt like time slowed down and we felt it more. Either way, we have to figure out which one we're going to attach an appreciation to and try to recreate that feeling. Try to recreate that foundational balance of how we want to experience the days. And so now I say, it was a long day, but a good day. You know, it was a long week, but a good week. I like my weeks long because I made up in my mind which one to choose. I want to feel it. I want to feel the length of the day. I don't want my days to fly by. No, 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 no. If there's an end, I don't want to get there that fast. I want to get there as slow as I can. If there's an end. Now, if there was no end, hey, it's all relative. It doesn't really matter. But the fact that we all have an expiration date, as far as this physical, in this physical form, I want to pay respects to whatever your spiritual beliefs are and whatever you feel may come after this physical experience. But in this physical form, we have an expiration date. And I'm not in a hurry to get there. So I want my days long. I want my weeks long. I want my months long. I want my years long. I want to feel every moment. I want to feel every day. And I know that that's challenging. It's so challenging to stay present in the moment because of the times that we're in. But I like to argue that it's worth it. To me, it's so worth it. It is worth it. So, I present that question to you. Which one is it going to be? Do you prefer time to fly by? Or you prefer time to ease by? There's no right or wrong answer. This is all personal preference. However, the key to this is figure out which one it is that you prefer. And maybe it's relative. Maybe it's sometimes this, sometimes that. But let's find a way to appreciate either or both. Let's find a way to appreciate it. The experience, whether it goes fast, whether it goes slow. Let's try to reprogram ourselves towards appreciation. And just say, I'm thankful for it today. I'm thankful for the time that has passed. I'm thankful for these moments. I'm thankful for this gift. Because it's all about better days. And let's think about that. Better days. Enhancement. If your day is great, how can we make it better? If the day is not so great, how can we make it better? But it's all about putting forth intentional effort to create better days. Think about it. Wish you all well. Until the next convo, chit chat, expression session, I wish you all well. And I hope that your glass is half full and that you appreciate the coming moments that await you. Peace.